everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. So, I wanted to talk with you about taking breaks. Take a break if you need to take a break. And that might be work, that might be other stuff, that might be, you know, you're working on this big project, let's say, and you know that it doesn't need to be done until Monday, but this is Thursday and you're trying to finish it because you want it out of your hair, but you know you're burned out. Take a break, come back to it later. You'll probably be a lot more productive if you do allow yourself to take breaks, clear your mind. Maybe you need to take a walk, maybe you need to do some activity, and then get back to it with a fresh perspective. Um, and this is something that is hand in hand, I would say, goes hand in hand with the law of attraction as well. So when you think about that law of attraction, law of assumption, um, what used to happen to me when I was younger, um, I would be, it's interesting that this comes up now. I would be working on a math problem and I would be, it would happen to me just about every day. Go to the library, work on math, and I would start working on math problems. I would be working to the point I would fall asleep. It was so funny sometimes. And every single time it would happen, I would wake up. The next thing I knew, it was amazing. I would have the answer to everything, to all the problems. I could work through the problem with ease and all of that stuff. But if you ever notice, when you're so nervous, it's like you can't even remember how to do the problems. So let that be something that you think about. Slow down, take your time. When you do that, when you focus, when you concentrate, and not from a place where you're anxious and nervous, but from a place where you're relaxed, your brainwave pattern changes and you do a lot of things with more ease. Just think about that. If that ever happened to you before, like say you had this problem that you needed to solve and you wore yourself out and you said, I'm going to sleep, I'm not worried about it no more. And then there was like this part of you that said, please, God, solve this problem for me. Tell me what it is. Tell me the answer to it. And then you drift off to sleep. You wake up and there's the answer right there. So you can approach other things that way. Take a break, take a nap if you need to, and come back to it. And you'll notice just how many things get accomplished so much faster by you just taking a break sometime instead of, going. Just sometimes relax, allow your brain to relax. And that's when those solutions tend to pop up for you. So then this is something that, I've heard people talk about. Maybe Neville Goddard has talked about it. Just before you drift off to sleep, put the question out there to God. Ask God for what you want and say, something to the effect of, I'm not sure how I'm going to figure this out, but God, I need you to work it out. And then go to sleep. When you wake up, it seems like the problem is solved, like immediately. It's the answer is right there. Look, staring you in the face. You had no idea, but there it is. I was reading a post earlier today, and the post from my beloved was talking about something similar to this topic that we're on right now, which is sometimes the solution is staring you right in the face, but you think, like Others have talked about it as well. It seems too simple. It seems so simple that you can't possibly do that. Like some people will say, people get rich off doing basic things. Like, I talked about this before, others have talked about it before, but it's like they didn't have knowledge, like they weren't educated beyond, elementary school or high school sometimes. They depended they depended on this part of them, the spiritual part of them, to give them the answers, and they would take action. They wouldn't question it, they wouldn't doubt. As soon as they got the answer, they would just take action. So to you, I say, ask for the answer. Maybe you drift off to sleep. Maybe you're sitting in a chair, like Napoleon Hill says, sit in the chair in the dark and hold two balls in your hand. One of them drops, it'll wake you up. But just think about it that way. Similar. You could sit, drift off, and then when you wake back up, you'll have the answer. Just consider doing something like this. All right, so I don't want to make the video too long, but I think it is good for you to take a break sometimes, clear your mind, allow that game to come to you, allow the answer to come to you. And when it does, move on, take action. Um, so I've been working on this thing recently, and I'm I'm gonna make a video soon and tell you how things turn out. But I've been just trying to continue to stay focused on doing the thing that's maybe that's confirmation. I've been trying to stay focused on continuing to do the things that pop up in my mind that they seem like simple, but maybe those are just the things that work. Um, all right, so thank you again for joining me. Looking forward to bringing you more videos soon. Um, as always, happy lightning fast manifesting, and I'm gonna talk to you soon. All right, bye for now.